Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Welcome to your reading for Leo. These readings are geared towards those sober souls, those on the path of spiritual recovery, can't talk today, those that are healing from emotional traumas, past behaviors that no longer serve you, and sometimes addictive or obsessive compulsive behaviors. So today we're going to use some oracle cards and some tarot cards. We're going to do a Celtic Cross reading for you, and let's see where your general energy is right now. We're going to go ahead and use the Wilder Ones Oracle to see what messages Spirit has for you. As a reminder, these are collective readings and the messages may not resonate with you. So again, if it does not, that's okay. But if they resonate for somebody that you know, feel free to share my video with them. And then also as a reminder, if you need any additional help, I'm available. Feel free to leave a comment or send me an email and we can go from there. And as always, thank you to all my subscribers and thank you to all of my viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your message is free time, awareness, and awakenings. My progress has purpose and is divinely guided. Yes, Leo, you are absolutely divinely guided. I love the little Irishman on there, wishing you joy and luck as you head into your birthday season mid-July. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Spirit of the Animal Oracle. I love the Oracle cards. I love being able to just use them and get a brief message to kind of start my day, or just when I feel like I need a little bit of guidance from my higher self. So your message is Giraffe Visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Leos do have a very big heart. They're very kind and loving and abundantly joyous. So we're going to also get a message from Oracle of the Unicorns. And then we'll go ahead and get into our reading for today. So what do you want to tell us from Oracle of the Unicorns? Support. Ask for help. Get more real. Nurture yourself. Absolutely, Leo. If you need help, just reach out. Just like I said at the beginning of the video, if you do need any additional help, I am in recovery also. And on that spiritual path to recovery, on my soul's path. And I'd love to help you any way I can. Just remember, you can always reach out. So let's take a look at the general energy for Leo right now. Let's take a look at the general energy for Leo right now. Yeah. King of Cups, that is you. Emotionally balanced. It feels like I've tapped into some of you that are very emotionally balanced right now. You're very driven. You know where you want to go and how to get there. And when we're on that spiritual path to recovery, it is easier when we get the help of others. And then when we use the gifts of emotional balance that we've been gifted from others, when we share that gift, that is fulfillment. That is support. That is support for yourself on this journey when you're able to help others. And then you're supporting the others while they're on their journey as well. So let's take a look at the challenges you may be facing right now. So we have the Hanged Man. So I feel right now with that King of Cups, you have mastered the pause, which a Leo definitely needs to lean into sometimes, because some of your shadow traits can be prideful, emotionally dramatic, controlling, reactive when ignored or rejected. And so now that you've found that emotional balance right now, that pause is a gift to yourself and others. And I feel like the challenge is maybe remembering to step back and step into that pause. So that's a little nod to remember the pause. Let's take a look at your past right now. So your past, Five of Wands, chaotic because you weren't on that spiritual recovery path. And so that's a reminder for you to remember where you came from when you were in your shadows, and that you want to always gear yourself towards your light traits. which is how loving and kind and abundant you are to others. So if we look at your near future, you have the moon. So right now you're literally being called to continue on your journey. Don't let yourself get caught up in thoughts of anything other than I'm on the right path. We still go through shadows when we're on the right path. So let's go ahead and clarify the moon. What are you wanting to tell us about the moon? Because literally you could go on the little path that's here on the card. You just continue to follow your heart, follow the moon, follow your heart. You have the King of Cups right now, that emotional balance. Remember to keep that in mind when those situations that come up. So it feels like you may be called to step outside of your comfort zone. Feels like a new path is kind of like unfolding for you right now. And it may be a little uncomfortable at times, but don't let yourself fall into the illusions of the past, of the chaos. Can't show you this card because this is a newer deck and I haven't put the little bikinis on the naked people, but you have the star card. So what I think you're being, and it's so fantastic that you have the moon and then the star card, because literally it's just telling you to continue your focus, continue to go forward on your journey, especially when that situation comes up here in the future of where you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. So let's take a look at your goals. Where are the goals right now for Leo? Where are the goals right now for Leo? Where are the goals right now for Leo? Haha, justice. So your goals right now are wanting things to be fair and balanced. So as you move forward, remember that emotional balance that you have, just continue to balance that. Where's my emotional balance at? Especially when this situation that's coming up where you're going to have to be kind of like outside of your comfort zone. Just remember to be emotionally balanced. Figure out what's fair, what's right. The next is below. So what possibly is in your subconscious right now? And so you have the King of Swords. So our King of Swords, he is mentally clear. And that is the other, one of the many gifts of emotional sobriety. And that's literally, and I feel like it's emotional sobriety because you have that King of Cups here. And so here you have another king where you have that clarity. I literally hear clear clarity. And I feel like it's clear clarity because, again, once we've stopped those addictive behaviors, once we've surrendered, which is one of the steps on the spiritual path to recovery, once we've surrendered, we've realized that we have hope and that it takes courage on this journey. So I feel like subconsciously, you know, you have the courage of what it's going to take to continue on this path. And so advice from our higher selves, our spirit guides, is just remember temperance. You are taking your shadow traits and you're mixing them with your light traits. So even when those shadow traits come up, which that's fine because that's how we learn. That's how we continue to grow on this path, is remembering where we came from, that Five of Wands kind of chaotic energy, and where we're going, which is the King of Cups and the King of Swords, that mental clarity, that focus, that drive that you have to continue on your path. So just remember right now, you're kind of figuring out one thing and another, which, you know, makes sense because your goals are the Justice card, which is finding that balance in your life right now. So external influences that you need to be aware of right now. He's been making an appearance on several of these readings. It's the Nine of Wands. It's the Wounded Warrior. And it doesn't surprise me because, again, my readings are more for those sober souls. And we can sometimes get bound by our past. We can get bound by the things that we went through. Just remember, easy does it. You have support. Focus on one thing at a time this week. Just one. Just one. That's all I'm hearing. Just one. Just focus on one. Hopes and fears for this week. So Nine of Cups. And so it is a card of wish fulfillment. And so sometimes we can be hoping for things and we could be wishing for things. And then sometimes we fear the things that we want. And I always say what we want is typically on the other side of fear. And this card absolutely is 100% that. We want that wish fulfillment. We want all the blessings and the support that we have in our life right now. And sometimes we fear that we may lose it, but just stay strong on your spiritual path. And our outcome for this reading is this action happens quickly. 8 of Wands. So again, ambitiously driven is what I hear. And that this situation comes fast. So it feels like the outcome right now of that emotional balance. And I just really feel like it has to do with that, that situation that's coming up here with that 3 of Wands, where you're being asked to step outside of your comfort zone. So let's go ahead and we'll clarify the 8 of Wands and 8 of Cups. So whatever this situation is, whatever this choice that you may have coming up, just remember what emotionally feels right, because you have the 8 of Cups. So you're going to have to probably walk away from one situation, but go towards the situation that feels emotionally right. And then, as always, put in the work. Put in the work that's needed, and it feels like it's going to be fast. Whatever it is, whichever direction it is that you're going, it's going to be quick. But I feel like it is a good thing. It absolutely is a good thing. Knight of Wands. Just that ambition, that drive. It's quick. It feels good. Whatever this is, we're going to do this one again too. There it is. The Judgment card. You are literally being called to be present for the situation. You're literally being asked to listen to your higher self for whatever this 3 of Wands situation is, where you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone. Just remember the spiritual path of recovery. Remember to surrender and have acceptance. Remember to have hope, faith, courage. Be honest, especially if you need help. Be honest. Have humility. Be willing. Connect to your higher self, again, with that Judgment card. And devote yourself to that self-discipline that you need while you're on that spiritual path. So we are going to go ahead and take a look. I'm really curious how that situation with that 3 of Wands plays out for you guys. So maybe next week, when you come back to watch your next video, leave a comment and let me know. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. Absolutely. Always be present in the moment. Horse spirit, freedom is yours. Absolutely. Be present in the moment. There's so much freedom to being present in the moment. And we're going to use these oracle cards before I let you guys go. And again, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do enjoy doing these videos for you guys. You have tears of remorse day and night. Make peace with regrets and allow the past to guide your actions in the future. Absolutely. Again, we can't have the light without the shadows. Day and night. There is currently disharmony due to existing differences in some matter. Yeah, I definitely think that's valid. I'm not sure what the situation is in reference to that matter, but just remember, have discipline in your practice. Have discipline on your path. And again, reach out if you need help. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care until the next video. Have a great day.